Pollination, you often think about managed pollinators, honeybees and hives, and there's been a lot of talk about colony collapse disorder and so forth, but the broader picture is a pretty compelling one. So this is just a graph from a paper by Eisen and Harder tracing the number of hives and how it's grown as a percentage over a 1961 baseline, and the number of agricultural production, the change in ag production requiring pollinators. And you can see that bees have gotten 40% more numerous, and the crops that require them have gotten 250% larger. And so there's a demand outpacing supply problem with this managed solution to our pollination services, taking around boxes of honeybees and moving them into crops. We're just growing more pollination-dependent crops than we are growing bees to do it. Also, the ones we are growing are susceptible increasingly to all these diseases, tracheal mites, colony collapse disorder, a variety of fungal pathogens. And so there's a real interest in whether native bees, wild pollinators, can do the job. Is there a role for these native pollinators to perform this ecosystem service of crop pollination, especially as we demand more and more of fewer and fewer honeybees? So this is just a few of many, many examples about wild bees on a variety of crops. Some of them do just as well on an efficiency basis. Some of them do much better than honeybees on an efficiency basis. And the big question is, have we conserved enough bee habitat within our agricultural landscapes to support these providers of this service? Is that enough? I'd say probably not. But the question's still open, how much is? So that's motivated a lot of my work, is how do we manage agricultural landscapes to provide not only food, but also enough bee habitat, frankly, and simply put, to continue this pollination service provision. So that's really the central question of this Project 1, this field experiment, right? What's the value of tropical forests as sources of pollinators to surrounding crops? So an air photo of a landscape you'll see again.